raised without eating a lot of store-bought cereal. We did, however, make a lot of our own cereal, and this was our most common recipe. We always call it healthy cereal, but I renamed it to delicious cereal because in my opinion it's not actually that healthy. I just think it's not healthier than store-bought because this has 6 ingredients versus store-bought, which has like a lot more depending on what you get. We'll have a lot of artificial coloring and flavoring in it. For this, you're going to need some quick rolled oats, and then I'm using unsweetened coconut flakes, and yes, I got it at Walmart. Don't come at me, that's my closest grocery store. Then we have some graham crackers, and you can make your own or you can just buy some. You're gonna crush them up a little. You don't want them to be too fine. And I'm only making half a batch, but growing up we always had to make a whole batch because half a batch would never have gotten very far growing up. And instead of eating cereal for breakfast, we usually ate coffee soup or daily tomatoes, which is tomato gravy with corn mush and then some kind of meat. Now you're also gonna add some baking soda to this, and this is not just a raw cereal, we're gonna have to bake it. Now we're gonna mix this all together, and you're also gonna have to add brown sugar. You could mix that in with this right away, but I prefer to do it a different way. We need to add melted butter, and so instead of putting my brown sugar in here and mixing it in and then pouring the melted butter over, I like to mix my brown sugar into the melted butter. Just put it in and give it a good mix. Now we just pour it over all of this stuff. And if you're a little kid, the best thing to do is when your mom gets away from this bowl, you go and grab a handful and run away so she can't catch you, and then you eat it because we knew she wouldn't chase us. If you want to add a little bit of a vanilla flavor or anything to it, you could add a little bit of vanilla to your butter to give it a little bit of flavoring. And now we have our cookie sheet. We're just going to pour that out on there. You don't want to do it all on one pan. This is only half a batch, and I'm going to do 2 cookie sheets. Just make sure you spread it out nice and thin. Now we're going to put these in the oven on low heat, and you need to stir them every now and then and just bake it till it's dry and brown. You want it to be just golden brown, not too dark brown. You can see the difference in the color after you toast it versus before you toasted it. It is nice and golden brown. It is done now. You have to cool it down before you put it in an airtight container to store it. We're gonna taste this. I'm gonna taste it before it cools down because that's how I prefer it. We're gonna be eating this just like other cereal with milk, but I'm gonna use raw milk and ice cold because I do not like store-bought milk, so I always prefer to go with the raw unpasteurized. And this is still a favorite in my family, my Amish family. There's also a favorite in my non-Amish family. Just dump some milk on there. We're gonna let it soak for just a little bit. You don't want those graham crackers to get soggy, or I don't like it if they get soggy. And this is supposed to taste really toasty and caramelly, so let's take a bite and make sure it's good. That is so delicious. This was a perfect Sunday morning breakfast for when we didn't have church. So delicious and so easy. You guys want to buy recipes in my cookbook? The cookbook is available on my website, socialsbylavanna.com. Link to my profile, depending what platform you're on, it's in the caption. Or you can just go to your browser app and type it into your search bar and it'll pop up. And that cookbook has a lot of other recipes in it from my childhood. This one is under delicious cereal. Enjoy!